It's been awesome. Our 4-part series on Western region's untapped potential, with Kisumu City as the gateway to the region.
When Africities comes here in November 2021, it is igniting investments right from today.
Yes, we wind up the series this week by looking at what it means for the lakeside city to host the next Africities conference.
And now people are taking that as a challenge, to improve the quality of the facilities.
For me, that's an opportunity to do business.
Economic activities will definitely improve.
Kisumu and Africities Conference. Welcome, I'm your host Alex Chamwada, and we begin with some facts about the conference.
The Africities Summit is an event organized by the United Cities and Local Governments of Africa, abbreviated as UCLGA. The UCLGA is the umbrella organization of African local governments and was founded in 2005 in the city of Tshwane in South Africa. The Africities Summit is normally held every 3 years in one of the 5 regions of Africa that include North, West, East, Central, and Southern Africa. The summit has been held on Kenyan soil before, when more than 7,000 people convened at the KICC in Nairobi in September of 2006. Other previous cities to host the Africities conference are Dakar in Senegal, Johannesburg in South Africa, Abidjan in Ivory Coast, Windhoek in Namibia, Yaoundé in Cameroon, and Marrakesh in Morocco. Kisumu will become the second city in East Africa after Nairobi to host the Africities conference when the 9th edition arrives in November 2021. For the Chamwada Report, my name is Michael Zimanji.
Jael Ronga is a young entrepreneur in Kisumu with a startup in Nyamasaria. Her specialty is juice blending, and we find her busy with her employees processing juices.
Like right now, we've captured better part of Kisumu, and most of the high-end hotels in Kisumu, I'm the one who supplies with fresh juices.
Jael is among the entrepreneurs in the lakeside city, eagerly awaiting for the forthcoming Africities conference.
I heard about the conference, and that really excited me because for me, that's an opportunity to do business. They are going to sleep in hotels, and for me, that's an opportunity. It's business for me. They would take my juices for breakfast.
Jael, who has employed 5 young people, says she has seen Kisumu grow. Her business cuts across counties, meaning the work of her hands benefits not only the residents of Kisumu, but others beyond the borders.
Sometimes we go all the way to Kambani or even the coastal region. I dwell so much on quality. So where the quality is better is where I get my fruits from. Or passion fruits, mostly it's in Kisii, the Kisii region, Eldoret region, or Uganda.
So November 2021 may seem far, but Jael is among Kisumu residents who are already dreaming it, so to speak, as the city's leadership prepares for the summit.
Well, the importance of Africities is that it is a get-together of all local governments and regional governments in Africa, especially at the leadership level, both in the public and private sector, just to showcase what is happening in every region and in every country, and to kind of think through possibilities for development given the comparative experience from the whole of Africa. This is what we really gathered when we were in Marrakesh last November during the Africities conference. It also provides an opportunity for people to travel to various parts of Africa and see the possibilities of intra-African investment.
The exact date of the event is yet to be known, but the venue will be the Kisumu Showground in Mamboleo area near the Kisumu-Kakamega Highway.
We have solicited the support and partnership of the Council of Governors, so we work together with them as a team, because it's not just a Kisumu affair, it is a Kenyan affair when we have this kind of event. The Ministry of Devolution is one that has also come in, because it's quite relevant to what's going to happen, hosting so many cities, so many countries here, so the national government as well. So basically, we are working round the clock to exploit the opportunities we have.
I know the conference will be here, and I know the conference deals with upgrades of cities around the world, and development and infrastructure of cities, yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you believe Kisumu City is ready for that conference?
It might not be very ready for it, but at least there's an improvement in terms of we have new hotels that can accommodate maybe up to about maybe 2,000, and moreover around Kisumu there are more hotels that can accommodate more. Yes. Yeah.
To host the Africities conference, the hospitality sector must be ready. Is there adequate bed capacity to accommodate at least 10,000 visitors? Well, there are about 300 hotels in Kisumu with different ratings, and this is not enough.
Are we ready for, in terms of hotel space, restaurants, etc.? No, we're not. But we're inviting investors now to come in to see the potential of that region. Kisumu will be building a 5,000 strong convention center, because we observe that after Nairobi, going towards the western part of Kenya, there is no substantive convention center.
Acacia Premier, located on Acheng Oneko Road in the Central Business District, is the only four-star hotel, not only in Kisumu, but the entire western region.
So we do have the capacity in terms of hosting the VVIPs, but we are trying to hope that before then, a couple of things have to be done. Not from our end. From our end, we are ready. But I foresee a scenario where we have some shortage of beds. Mm-hmm. So that presents a challenge and an opportunity to the investor, to the county government, and to the interested parties. Mm-hmm. But in terms of our preparedness as a hotel, we are more than ready. We have received very good reception in the market, particularly in the business travel, NGOs, the conferencing business. Our capacity is 93 rooms. Where we are today is the presidential suite. And we have a capacity for the conference at 700 parks. A very huge parking lot, as you have seen at the front and the back. And our food and beverage outlets are able to cater for national and international cuisine for our guests.
New hotels are mushrooming in the city, and one of the latest additions is the Grand Royal Swiss Hotel that is located in Riat area along the Kisumu-Kakamega Highway. It is yet to be rated, but it is aiming at a 5-star rating.
2021 is something everybody looking forward, and everybody is going to benefit it. And now people are taking that as a challenge, to improve the quality of the facilities, improve the quality of service, to develop guest experiences. So it's amazing to see everybody working closely together. And I'm sure that is going to be a great game changer in this region.
In terms of where we see ourselves as Grand Royal Swiss, we see ourselves growing. We see ourselves expanding our facilities to be able to accommodate the growing numbers of guests that will be coming in, both leisure and business aspects. We are a 125 facility hotel with 1,200 capacity for events. That is indoors. Our outdoors facilities can accommodate over 4,000 guests at any one time.
We expect the hospitality generally in the Western Circuit, to be, to improve from its current position to be able to accommodate the Africity conference.
The profile of the conference has changed over the years. The first edition had about 1,000 participants, while the last edition, held in Marrakesh, Morocco, attracted about 8,000 participants.
The accessibility that Kisumu has, as at now, that is what has informed the organizers of the Africities to bring it to Kisumu. At least they will not get disappointed.
Kisumu City, by then, has to get it right when it comes to service provision. The dump site has been an eyesore, bringing a lot of discomfort to its neighbors like the Mega City Plaza and Moi Stadium. It is now being moved from Kachok to a different, safer dump site far from the city, an abandoned quarry in a place known as Chiga, 20 kilometers away.
We inherited or came into the office and found this massive 8-acre dump site. Not a fraction of what you have in Dandora, but it is where all the garbage is taken. And one of the things the governor promised in his manifesto was to bring down that mountain. Yeah, the mountain, as we talk, is 3/4 way done.
All right, let's now take a short commercial break. When we return, how Africities Conference is expected to change Kisumu and the region.
It will find our newly done, the best mall in the region, up and running. Imagine the number of people who will visit the city.
Welcome back. We are discussing the forthcoming Africities Conference and what it means for Kisumu and the region. Remember, the conference is scheduled to take place in November 2021. As Kisumu prepares for the Africities Conference, the pocket is not good for many, literally speaking.
Sasa hakuna. Kitambo ilikuwa vizuri. Ningekuwa kitambo hizi ndizi ningemaliza kitambo.
Easy.
Nilikuwa na ndizi ndogo hata ifiki hata 15 na haijaisha hata.
For Victor Odhiambo, business has gone down at this famous eatery known as Luangni. This water hyacinth has affected his business, as visitors who would ordinarily stream here when the beach was clear are no longer coming. Nevertheless, the coming of Africities meeting gives him hope.
Si kikuja hapa Kisumu labda itatuboost kibiashara.
Kivipi?
Wenye watakuja kwa hiyo conference wote watakuwa wanakula hapa.
Victor is among those hoping that the forthcoming conference will give the leadership a push to eradicate the weed, because why would they want to lose the opportunity to showcase the lake's potential during the conference?
Our initiative as the Kenyan government and the Kisumu County government is to improve the economic environment in the lake by, first of all, restoring environmental health in the lake. You know, it has been deteriorating from the bottom for a long time, so it means dredging the lake, removing the affluents and the silt and so on, and making it possible for ships to come into the old port and begin normal commercial and maritime activities. It also means removing the hyacinth so that it doesn't stop boats and ships from traveling on the lake.
Eric Ounga, a developer and founder of Ounga Commercial Agencies, says Africities Conference could be a catalyst for rethinking Kisumu's planning.
Every other city in the world, the top cities, is always about their locations. Investors are looking for the best areas in the world that are located especially around the lakes and with nice views. Because, views is everything in real estate. Yeah, real estate is about the views, and the locations depend on the kind of views that you'll get. It could be a view of a forest, it could be a view of the lake, a view of the city, a view of mountains, and so long as it is a view. And Kisumu is not left behind. I would compare it almost with Rio de Janeiro. Yeah, it's really beautiful, but you can see almost everything, including the islands on the other side, like the Homa Bay and the Kindu Bay across the lake.
The Africities conference is expected to be a huge platform to showcase investment opportunities not only in Kisumu, but also the entire region.
When Africities comes here in November 2021, it is igniting investments right from today. People must begin investing in housing, Airbnb, hotels, restaurants, entertainment facilities, leisure, and of course commerce. I always don't like to be stuck in the past. If certain industries went under many years ago, it is not a must that they must be revived. There must be new possibilities, new opportunities. For example, now we are reviving the dairy industry in Kisumu County. We have started with Moroni, we are going to Nyahera, we are going to Nyakach, Seme, and so on. Because we know that dairy is a very viable industry in this region, both for producing milk for domestic consumption and other byproducts of milk. So that's one industry that may never have been there in a great way, but now offers a big opportunity.
The Lake Basin Development Authority is a key player in the region's economy, and its projects like the industrial park that is located past Migosi on Kibos Road may be one of the attractions worth marketing when the world gathers in Kisumu.
The industrial park is an interesting concept for us. So not just because it addresses one of the key issues that the government is keen on, that is in manufacturing. We have a rice mill which is based at the industrial park, and what we want to do is that we want to scale up the usability of that space. In terms of location, the industrial park is going to be located in an area that has been demarcated by the county government as an industrial zone. And by having it operational, then just in terms of what you can do within the region is you're looking at what are some of the things that you are able to process locally. Besides the rice that we are doing, we have a number of private developers or private business entities who would then benefit from taking space within the industrial park. So we are looking at it as being a one-stop shop. If you are doing transit of goods from either Mombasa or Nairobi to the western part all the way into eastern Africa, Uganda, Tanzania, you can have a stopover within the industrial park as you proceed.
The managing director says the authority is looking at promoting repackaging of goods at the industrial park.
At the moment, we have a situation where we have about 5 different companies who are already taking space with us. One of them is doing the assembly of motorcycles. Another one is doing bakery. The other one is doing the processing or publication of books. And we have quite other entities who are keen on taking space so that then they can benefit from what we provide.
Opportunities in marine fishing are up for grabs, experts say, but there is also the untapped area of fish ponds. The Lake Basin Development Authority has introduced a new technology to promote mass production of fish as the country seeks to address shortage of the product. The project promotes production of male fish, which, according to experts, are fast growing. Their quality is also said to be superior.
We are trying to self-sustain ourselves as an authority by being in a position that we can be able to have extra income over and above what we get from the exchequer.
Where we are now, this is Kibos Integrated Technology Transfer Center. We have 6 such centers within the Lake Basin region, strategically located. And Kibos is replicated in those other regions. Basically, this is a center that was set up to produce fingerlings for supply to fish farmers. Now, this was started way back in the 80s when Lake Basin initiated a program to empower farmers to produce fish. So there was a lack of fingerlings to start with. So that is why this center was started. But above all, it is also used for farmer training. It is also used for capacity building by the academia, research institutions, universities come here. Students come here also on attachment.
Finally, the much talked about Lake Basin Mall.
For us in the Lake Basin, we first of all find it the best thing to ever happen to us, because it will find our newly done, the best mall in the region, up and running. Imagine the number of people who will visit the city.
Now, this series, Kisumu Today, has elicited a lot of reactions and comments. Let's sample some of the comments we received.
On Twitter, Elijah Okemwa says that the places he enjoys visiting while in Kisumu are the Impala Sanctuary, Lake Victoria beaches, and the Kisumu Museum, while Sewe Saldana has actually learned more about Kisumu through the series. Similar sentiments are also echoed on our YouTube channel, that is Chams Media channel, with Dennis Kanja wishing that Chams Media could do similar coverage for all other counties. Leah Leonard is hopeful that with the changing face of Kisumu, he can comfortably return and start a business, while Sama appreciates the fact that the series has opened her eyes. On his part, Anthony Ogembo believes that there is still a lot of work to be done in Kisumu, as Juan Abura reiterates that the series has exposed Kisumu in a way that has always been lacking on Kenyan television. However, Otieno Mfalme is concerned that Kisumu still lacks decent residential houses despite being a good city. For the Chamwada Report, my name is Michael Zimanji.
There you are. Keep the conversation alive and kindly follow us on our social media platforms. We at Chams Media appreciate your company. It has been an amazing series, Kisumu Today, and we look forward to extending this approach to other regions in Kenya to explore the untapped potential therein. On behalf of the Chams Media production team and our broadcasting partner, KTN News, many thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Oriti.
Lake Basin Mall, a modern facility located 5 kilometers on Kisumu-Kakamega newly built double carriageway. Book your space now through the sole letting agent Charcon Properties Limited on 0722 710688.